There used to be the fact that they want to be a lawyer, they want to be a doctor. That was their dream, but now that we've grown up, they see how successful we are becoming. They see, I don't care about that dream. That's my dream. That's what I'm going to support. So whenever, well, I'm going to cry. Jesus. But, yeah, whenever, like, my mom just, like, kind of talks about how proud she is, just makes me want to cry.
Being a Filipino American, it also has a lot of troubles in mind. That sometimes you had to be bold, and it also transforms you, and it also lets you see the beauties of each moment. And that's how you know how you value your time. That once you know what it is different, the culture is different there, and the culture is so fast paced here, that it makes you want to reminisce everything that you want to do. It wants you to like capture the moment. It's all of those experiences that makes you be proud that you are Filipino, and it also makes you be proud that you are part of the American culture.
Something that I've designed and like considered getting. So I have like a rising sun, right, and the 3 stars, right, Philippine, right, and then I have my last name in Babaen, like going down the spine. And growing up, it was, since I was born here, right, I had no real concept of what it was like to be Filipino. But as I got older, as I met more people who were Filipino, just finding identity as a Filipino, gives me a great sense of pride of where we are today.
This is like me as a kid, and like how I would say how passionate I was about being Filipino and like doing Filipino things and stuff like that. The TARDIS is like a representation of like where I've gone since then and how I've progressed culturally, and that the farther along that I go, diving into like an American culture and just pop culture in general, the more of me that I feel like is in tune with like my Filipino roots gets taken away. Like the more and more I like progress in where I'm at, the less I feel like being Filipino defines me.
I feel like the key word to explain it is fitting in. So with me, my father was in the Navy, so we moved around a lot. So I was always trying to like meet new people, learn new friends, learn the culture. And then I guess the bad thing is that since we tried so hard to appease to every other culture, trying to fit in, eventually it just kind of pushes away of trying to like, when you go back to the Philippines, you take in the sights, don't get me wrong, but you don't actually look at the culture aspect of it.
Half of it is kind of a Filipino side of me, and the other one is what I see American, or what I've been Americanized to. Growing up, my first language was actually Tagalog, even though I was born here. And when I started kindergarten, they literally told my parents, do not speak to her in Tagalog at home. Like, I had to be in speech classes till 3rd grade because I couldn't pick up the language. People were telling me, you need to learn this, you need to drop that. I didn't understand that.
I think for me, once I got here, it didn't really mean much because, America's a melting pot. Everybody from everywhere is trying to get here. I think for me, in the end, that's what matters. It's the bigger picture, Like, yeah, you could be Filipino, German, wherever, but in the end, we're part of this bigger picture. And You know, you just have to get along with each other. That's just what I think that's what resonates with me the most is the whole pot.
When I was leaving Saudi Arabia, they said, what made you go to the U.S.? I said, I dreamed of going to the U.S. It's not only for me. I want to see how United States is. I want to see how they talk about nice things about the U.S. But I also dream for my family, for my kids. That's the most important thing. Interest, initiative. You have to be initiative. You have to be interested. Pursue your dreams. Work hard on it. You will have it.
So for the Philippine part, so I put food. I put just taking trips there every once in a while. I drew like a family. I don't know. I was thinking more goals along the lines of goals and education because that's what Mama brought us here for. So I mean, my goals are to become a doctor, obviously, and to like try and explore the world. And you know, these are the things that I need to become a doctor.
This also represents the main reason why I'm here, why I'm standing here working in America is because the hard work that my mom puts in. And this is my hand and hers.
Oh, okay.
So we're kind of just like, we're working together to build a life that none of us thought would be possible for any of us. I put a heart just because, you know, there's love that surrounds any Filipino family. Even if we don't talk, these are like the scratches. If you hate each other, whatever, there's still love there. And it can also be mended, which is why there's a Band-Aid.
When you see this girl, she is so happy, which is now the way probably I am. But still, you know, the smile, it's like there's something like unknown. And with a hand gesture, it's like this is how I felt, but it's my children's life. Because my life, I have already a plan for it. I plan to go back to where I belong because my heart and my mind is still in my home country.